Good morning and welcome back to the Sanctuary Studio. I'm Kathy Van Cleek, and hopefully you all know that. And I'm working on getting back into things, changing things around, just letting you know I'm going to be doing this regularly. I'm getting things lined up. I've got an external microphone and a little tripod and all sorts of little fancy things I've got coming to start using my iPhone for doing this. So right now I'm using my Canon PowerShot, which has pretty good video. The sound quality is not quite so good. So I'm going to, starting after this video, I'm going to start using an external microphone and hopefully having a little better quality sound. And I just want to elevate things and to start sharing things more regularly. And so far, I'm pretty committed to this. One of the things I'm wanting to change things around and get back to where I started. I guess it's a little more than a couple of years ago. I came up with this idea of tending a handmade life, and that's something that I'm still very passionate about, and I've kind of carried that theme through for the last couple of years. But ever since my nephew Richie passed, it pretty much derailed me, and I'm just now starting to maybe get back some clarity, which is interesting because clarity is one of the things I've been doing. Is I bought these. There's a woman named Tosha Silver, and she's an author and a inspirational speaker, and she does some really interesting things. I'm reading her book, It's Not Your Money, which is how to live fully from divine abundance, which has been really inspiring. And she's got these oracle cards that I've had for about a week, and I really like them. So the one that I drew today, and actually in just the week that I've had them, I've drawn this card a couple of times. This one is Clarity. Let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. And that's where I am. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm working on, is just following my intuition and not worrying about being productive and all of the things that, getting things done, which is, that's what I'm always trying to do, is, get things done, be productive. What do I have to show for myself? So one of the things that I have been thinking about was when I did the last batch of Talismans, that I sort of, all the wonderful ones that I made to take out to Port Townsend. The ones, some of those have sold and gone on their way, but the thing that it was interesting when I made those, I couldn't put the blessing wraps on there. I was just, for some reason, I thought, since I started doing the Talismans, I've been doing these, what I call the blessing wraps. And so I'll put a blessing or an affirmation on, write that on the little piece of linen, and then wrap it up and lash it on there with linen. And lately it's been indigo or unbleached linen. But on this last batch, I was like, I couldn't bring myself to do it for whatever reason. But now that I'm kind of maybe I'm starting to settle down a little bit, and so now that I'm doing that, I've come back to, I'm going to all the talismans that are on the website now. I'm going to take each one and come up with a blessing for each one of the talismans, and remains to be seen what those end up being. But I'm going to, the thing that's really motivating me now is indigo, and this is some of my indigo dyed linen and the indigo dyed linen quartz thread that I used to lash the blessings on. And the thing about indigo to me is it's the magical in the everyday. You know, who would think that those little green leaves, that if you were to crush them up and just try to make dye out of them, you know, do absolutely nothing, that you can get this, you know, with all the alchemy that goes into making the linen, making the indigo dye, that you know, you can come up with this. It's this amazing process, and I'll be sharing some of that here on one of my, you know, vlogs, future vlogs, is the sort of the process of extracting the dye. But so that's what I want to do on the new talismans, or on these talismans. I'm going to do the blessing wraps. I'm going to write it on indigo, and the indigo linen, and lash that on there with indigo dyed linen thread. And the seeds, in the past I've put a fenugreek seed and a mustard seed, which, you know, are still good seeds, but I just discovered in my freezer that I still had some indigo seeds. I have, and some of these will get planted, but these are the indigo seeds. They're like little clusters. They look like little banana clusters or something, but inside each one of those little pods is a bunch of indigo seeds, and some of those will get planted, but I'm going to put an indigo seed inside the blessing wrap. And for me, it's a reminder of the mystery and the magic that exists in our, you know, every day. There's, you know, this exists. This is, you know, an amazing thing. You know, the oldest known fragment of indigo dyed fabric is 6,000 years ago. It was from South America. I think it was the Mayans or something that, you know, had this indigo from 6,000 years ago. You know, and how they figured that out, I don't know. But it inspires me. The color, there's something, you know, if you're talking chakras and, you know, that sort of thing, it's elevated, it's awareness, it just feels really uplifting and really positive. So I'm going to be doing that, and so look for the talismans to be kind of rededicated and cleaning up the energy. And that's what I'm doing just in general, is taking a deep breath and moving forward and just being open to what comes, and getting back to my driving force of tending a handmade life, and what that means for me and what that means for you, and hopefully you sharing what that means for you as well. The things that are important to me that, you know, brighten my day, the wearing the intuitive perfumes, you know, the using my all over cream, you know, just my cup of tea and my favorite mug. You know, what are the things that are special each day that you can focus on? You know, I try to focus on ritual, or, you know, doing things every day, but to be honest, really the only thing, and I don't even do this every day, but the only thing that, you know, I do pretty much every day is have my cup of tea, you know, and I try, but, you know, I'm getting there, but, you know, we're doing more. So stay tuned for rededication of the talismans and more inspiration from Tosha. One of the things I printed out that's in her in this book, in the It's Not Your Money book, there's it's an 8-week plan, which I'm doing that with my mother-in-law, which is a pretty cool thing. So we're kind of inspiring each other, and, you know, me, I tend to be kind of a lone wolf, and I would like to change that, you know, as I would like to interact with humans more, you know. That's a good thing. So I'm working on that. But I'm going to leave you with Tosha's Full Abundance Change Me prayer, which I printed out, and I have this in a couple of places around the house. So I have it one by my bed, and I have one on my work table, so that I can read it multiple times through the day. And, you know, good brainwashing. You know, brainwashing is, you know, it can be a good thing. So I'll close with this, and then stay tuned, because there's going to be more. And so here we are. Deep breath. Divine Beloved, allow me to give with complete ease and abundance. knowing that you are the unlimited source of all. Let me be an easy, open conduit for your prosperity. Let me trust that all my own needs are always met in amazing ways, and that it's safe to give freely as my heart guides. And equally, let me feel wildly open to receiving. May I know my own value, beauty, and worthiness without question. Let me allow others the supreme pleasure of giving to me. May I feel worthy to receive in every possible way. Change me into one who can fully love, forgive, and accept myself, so I may carry your light without restriction. Let everything that needs to go, go. Let everything that needs to come, come. I am utterly your own. You are me. I am you. We are one. All is well. All is well. Thank you. Blessings, and come join me again. Thank you. Bye.